Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be a little different. I was watching one of Noreen's videos, Atticus9799, and she got a tag of 30 questions, and then I watched somebody that she recommended, the Queen's Cabinet, and she tagged everybody, so I figured it'd be fun for me to answer these questions too. So I'm just going to go down the list. I wrote them all down in my notebook. Let's see, the first question is, what is your favorite month and why? And also, what month were you born in? My favorite month is December. And aside from the obvious, being Christmas and everything, I just love that month. It's so full of energy, a lot of positive energy. My whole family has either birthdays or anniversaries throughout that whole month. And the second part of that question is, what is my birth month? And that is December. And maybe that's part of the reason why it's my favorite month. The second question, what's your favorite color and why? I like a lot of colors. I like a lot of girly colors. I like a lot of like ocean blues and pinks and yellows, and I like a lot of pastels. So I can't pick one particular favorite of mine, but I also like some browns too, so I don't know, I'm all over the board there. What was your very first YouTube video about? Okay, this is kind of funny. Years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, I wanted to do YouTube videos. I didn't know how to do it, and I thought, well, I'll just do this trial video, I guess, just to see if I could get it up there. And my kids at the time, Bailey was about 9 months old, Isabella was probably 5, and they were playing, and Bailey had her little exerciser, and Bailey just had, even when she was a baby, she had this really hearty, like, belly busting laugh, and it was so funny because she was so little. She was just short, you know, and it was so funny. And so I did the video for that, but I never could get it up. I finally have it up there, so if you want to go through my videos, it's there. It's just something random. Okay, are you happy about the new YouTube layout? You know, I could care less. It's no different than Facebook to me, where they keep changing everything. I have to relearn how to use it all over again. It's no big deal to me. You know, I pick my battles, and, you know, there are days that we have more stressful days than others, and I'm not going to get all stressed out about the layout on YouTube. What is your favorite device? Well, it depends on what part of my life are we talking about with devices. If we're talking about kitchen appliances, I love my brand new KitchenAid. I love it. I've only used it a couple of times, but it's a lot of fun to use. If we're talking about electronics, it would probably be my camera or my computer. If we're talking about just random devices, I love my Sensi warmers. Ask my husband, we have them all over the house. What camera do you use for your videos? This one is a Nikon Coolpix L810. Am I right on that? Mm-hmm. Yay! Got it up here. Okay. The one that we used before was a Canon
A630.
A630, thank you. Are you an early or a late sleeper? Okay. As far as sleeping is concerned, it depends. There are times I get up way before everybody in the house. There are times I could sleep the day away. Most of the time, though, I can't. I'm more of a night owl. I'm more productive at night than I am during the day. And I think that comes from, I used to work nights, so that might be part of it. Um, what is the first thing you do when you wake up? Well, I have to go potty. So it's probably the very first thing I do. And then after that, I get my youngest child's clothes together for school. What do you do to help you relax before bedtime? I play foolish games on Facebook. I know that is silly, but I play a lot of the mindless ones, because the mindless ones where you don't have to think usually puts me to sleep. Either that or I read. It just depends on my mood. Sometimes I watch a good TV show, within 10 minutes I'm out. So it just depends. Okay, what is your real first name? My real first name, it will come as a complete surprise and shock to all of you, is Heather. Yeah, that's what I am. Okay, what are your hobbies? Okay, well, I used to have a lot, and then I had kids. And because my kids are small, a lot of their hobbies become mine. I like to do arts and crafts type things. Nothing too involved. Something that a 5-year-old can do, because that's where my level is right now, with crafty things. I like to cook, as you know. Let's see. I love makeup. I love, like, hair stuff and, you know, girly things. Okay. What got you inspired to start a YouTube channel? How did you get started on YouTube? Okay, so it's not a what, but a who inspired me for YouTube. This was many years ago, and I never liked tuna noodle casserole. I never liked it. My husband loves it. My oldest child likes it, but I was never a fan. So, you know, when you don't like something, you don't really make it a whole lot. So I really never knew how to make it. I just knew I didn't like it. So I just went to Google, and I was looking for tuna noodle casserole recipes, and I came across Atticus 9799's video, Noreen's video, on how to do it. And I live 4 hours away from my hometown, and at this particular moment in our lives, we didn't have a vehicle, and I was probably seeing my mom maybe once a year when she was able to come up. So, with that being said, and then watching her video, she was using a foiled pan, which is what my mom always used. She worked all the time, and it was just convenient for her because we hand wash dishes, and she did at the time. So it saved, you know, you could just use it and throw it away. So because of that, and because before that, any YouTube video I saw of people cooking or whatever, it seemed a little pretentious to me. Not to put anybody down, but it seemed a little overdone, a little over-edited, and just a lot, like, you know, you can kind of look at the backdrop of people's backgrounds and you can say, yeah, that's probably a studio, or yeah, this is some kind of production company, because it just seemed that way. Until I saw Noreen's video, I'm like, oh my gosh, real people can actually do this. And that's what inspired me. I know that's a long explanation, but that's what it is. What is one tip that you would give to a new YouTuber? Okay, everybody says be yourself. That's a given. Do something that you enjoy. Okay, find something. Like my husband loves to garden. So we have garden segments on my channel because that's where his passion is, and people will feel that passion, and people have felt that passion, and other people that like to garden as well will get what he's saying. If you don't know the first thing about, let's say, computer stuff, and you want to do a tech type of thing on YouTube, it's not going to go over very well. It's not going to be well received. It's going to be like, people are going to watch it and be like, is this some kind of joke? I don't get it. So I think you got to really be true to yourself. You got to be completely honest with what you really want to do, what you really want to get out of it, if you want to get anything out of it. My best suggestion is do it with no expectations. Do not go in there expecting that, you know, in my case, I never got into this thinking that Food Network is going to call me next week. I just thought it was a cool idea so my mom could see me and the girls, and if my mom was the only viewer I had, or a few family members, then that made me happy because I could reconnect on so many levels with so many different family members all across the country. So, let's see. I would definitely say have no expectations. What is your favorite fruit, and what is your favorite food? My favorite fruit I like a lot. I like oranges, apples, strawberries. My favorite food, that's a hard one because I'm not fussy. I would have to say I'm more of a meat and potatoes type of girl. So, probably anything to do with meat and potatoes. What's your favorite drink? I drink a lot of water. Soda, ginger ale, whatever. Ice cream or frozen yogurt? I love ice cream, but I like frozen yogurt too. It just depends. They should have a third option, and that's gelato. I love gelato. Favorite ice cream flavor? Probably vanilla. I'm pretty basic. I like vanilla because you can put a lot of add-ins to it and change the flavor and texture completely. Worst food? Okra. Oh, man, that's some nasty stuff. Weird story with your worst food. It's not a weird story. It's pretty funny, actually. Growing up on the East Coast of the country, I was never familiar with okra at all. And I go to Oklahoma to visit my family. I was staying with my aunt and uncle for a while. And we go to, I want to say, Ryan's. It was like a buffet. And they had fried okra. And I'm like, well, you know, I'll give it a try. I took one bite of it and I was spitting it out in my napkin. I've never been a fan ever since then. Do you have any siblings, and how many? I'm an only child, but I have 2 stepbrothers. They've been in my life now for, oh my gosh, almost 30 years. It's almost been 30 years. So they're like, you know, they're my stepbrothers, but I call them my brothers. And there's 2. If there was one law that I would want to change, what would it be? Just one? I can only pick one? Okay. I'm not really sure on this. I have to give it some thought. The one thing that comes to mind is marijuana. Now, before you get started on that, let me give you a little backstory here. My uncle, my mom's brother, was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease. And this was many years ago. And he was very sick, and he was on chemo and all that. And his doctor took him aside and said, okay, so we know that recreationally you like to smoke marijuana. He said, if you do that after the chemo, you're not going to be as sick. And he said, this is completely off the record, and he said that it will help you with your appetite, because, I mean, he was just tiny, losing all kinds of weight. And it helped him, and I have to say that if it became legal, there wouldn't be so much drama behind it when people had it, or if somebody needed it for, you know, their ailments and stuff like that, for cancer or glaucoma or arthritis or whatever you want to call it. There wouldn't be so much drama behind it, and it wouldn't be such a big deal, and it wouldn't be so tabooed. Okay. What is the one device you wish that you had? I can't think of anything, because what I wished I had, I got for Christmas. So, I'm a pretty happy girl. What do you want for the holidays? Okay, well, what I wanted for the holidays was a KitchenAid mixer, and my husband and Santa Claus worked that out, and like I said, I'm a happy girl, no complaints. What is your favorite store? Okay, so if I'm grocery shopping, it would be Sam's Club, Hannaford, you know, sometimes Walmart, because they have some decent buys there. My all-around store would be Target. I love Target. What do you want to be when you grow up? I don't know. I have no idea. I guess that's the way it is. That's the way it's supposed to be sometimes for people, you know. As soon as you find out that whatever you want to be when you grow up it's like, okay, so what's next? You know, so, What's your favorite state? The state of confusion. No, I would have to say Maine. I love Colorado, though. Colorado is beautiful, and the mountains and everything. It's just, I love Colorado. So it's a toss-up between Maine and Colorado. What languages do you know? English, some Spanish because of my husband. He's better at Spanish than I am. The reason why I'm laughing is it brought me, my husband and I met on the internet, and we were in a chat room, and I was talking to a mutual friend of ours, and my daughter at the time, she was probably 3, she was watching Dora, and there was an episode where Dora says, abajo, and I heard it to say a bunghole, and I said to our mutual friend, why is Dora saying this? This is so inappropriate. And I shut the television off and everything. And my husband then comes in, and he told me it was not a bunghole, but it was a bajo. So anyway, I'm a natural blonde, so I you know, whatever. What's my occupation? Well, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I do my blog, I do my videos, and I recently started selling Scentsy products. What do you prefer, earbuds or headphones? I really don't like either. Headphones make my ears sweat, and it's kind of gross. Earbuds, I can't stand them. I can't stand anything in my ears like that. Just, it's irksome to me. So I would probably prefer headphones over earbuds any day. So that's the 30 questions, and if you ever want to do this tag, I tag all of you. So have fun with it, and live, laugh, and love, guys.